You want smile, shake hands, do whatever you like. Welcome to Atlantic Candlepin Single Store South Conference Class B match between Bob Lee and Phil Clough. Bob, as the away bowler, has been elected to go first. And we have action. We do not own any of the rights to any of the music that you guys hear in the background. Begins it right on the head pin. Starts off strong with a great solid head pin hit. Oh, shoot. Just. And he missed it. Bob begins his approach. He delivers just off that 7 pin again for a 9 box. Not a bad way to start the match, especially with that head pin hit. Delivers back on the head. Ooh, just missed the head pin. Left side of the wood, leaving the 4 horsemen right and the 7 pin. He begins, he kicks, he delivers right on the head object pin, leaving the dreaded 7-10 split with a wood kind of just meandering along, no, laying along there. Not, let's say not detriment. But 8 bucks. And to let you know that I do not have the official score sheet. The official score sheet is with the bowlers in front of me, and I am more of just a point of reference. If I'm off, they're right. Oh, back on the head pin. Leaves a tricky, rough rhombus on the left. Solid head pin hit there. I believe the 2-5. There you go. That's how you hit. That's how you hit the rhombus for a spare 27 plus a ball through 3, just 3 under par until he goes this fill. Back on the head pin left side, triangle right, plus a pin for a 6 fill. That wood there might be a detriment. Ooh, swings it along, leaves the 7 and the 10. Switching locations so you can get a better angle on one of these pins. Try and shoot one over from the other side. And he missed it. A little slippage there. Just off the head pin, 4 horsemen left side, plus the 9 pin. Just off the head pin, takes the 2 and the 4. delivers, gets another $8. 49 through 5.
Phil's going to reset the camera. It's not picking up all the pins.
Okay.
So it'll take a second. It's going to have to...
It's going to be one moment.
AJ, you got a nice rig here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And we are back. The camera of the bowling lanes wasn't really picking up the pinfall, so we figured we would try and fix it. Right on the head pin. That's a shameful drop. That is a shameful drop. He took the right two pins. And wow, that was quite the 10. Just barely kissed. $9? I lied. That must have touched the gutter. I look good from here, look good on camera, but you never know. It's up to the discrepancy of the bowlers. Phil kicks, delivers off the head pin. Uh-oh. Hold on, I gotta fix a camera location. Actually, I'll double check, see how that goes. Ooh, 1-7. Needs to hit the right side of that one pin, and it should hopefully send it careening over. I believe it's just a 1-7. Ooh, nope. $8. They are tied through 2. Right on the head pin. I am going for a 6-pin drop, leaving 4 diagonal pins remaining. I'm going to move my camera over a smidge so you can see better action. He delivers. Get a spare. Wow. Just a holy moly. What a shot. Ties Bob's mark in the third. 5 fill. 3 fill. Oh no. Apologize for the lack of. It's an 8 box. Yeah, okay. 38 through 4. Bob is leading through completed boxes by 3. He kicks, delivers right on the head pin, left side.
We've seen that before.
Seen that on his spare ball, and just 2 boxes ago, but on the opposite side. He has a lot more friendly wood. I guess a lot less harder to hit, and wow, what a shot. He should have had that. Hit that object wood exactly where you want it, tried to shatter those pins and get them to fly back, and they just didn't want to go. What?
We got ourselves a bogey man.
That was a 10 box. Through the first half, we have Bob Lee, 49, Phil, 48. Off the head pin, he gets 6 pins to fall, and we have the 1, 2, 4. Oh, come on. Oh, what a shot. Hit the object pin perfectly. Just didn't happen to fall for him. Delivers. Off. Takes a moment to compose himself. Resets the pins. 58, 2 under par through 6. Bob gets himself set. Very methodical approach here. Delivers right on the head pin, left side. Got some wood to work with, and your hopeful leave here once you get the left side of the head pin. That's a spare. Almost didn't get it, but the wood decided to fall back down. And I don't think I've mentioned it, but we are here at the lovely Bogey Lanes in Spencer, East Brookfield. B division matchup. Right back on the head pin. All but one. All but one. Whoops. Ooh, just missed the pin to the left. We are just fixing the score. It only registered an 8 drop, but clearly there is only one pin standing. You got to love the automatic scoring. It's always a pleasure to have to fix the computer. Almost a testament to why pen and paper is the best way to keep information. Missed it for a 9 bucks. We have 86 through 8 for Bob, going on to his 9th box. Again, we do not own any of the music playing in the background. Bob delivers just off the head pin, takes 3 pins down. Would have kind of hoped for more action on that miss. Missed again, leaves 4 pins remaining. He kicks, delivers. Ooh, just off the head pin. Not quite what he was probably looking for. He is 93. 93 through 9, 3 above par. Probably hope for a mark. I will look up both these gentlemen averages in one moment. Right back on the head pin. And a crappy leave. That is not what you want to see when you hit that head pin. Went for the wood. Nine box. 102. 102 to end the first string for Bob Lee.
That was a 9. Yeah, that one was good. So, let's just do it. I'll hold my half. You can correct it. Yeah. We'll agree on every score after every box. How about that? And then, that's why I hold my half. Yeah, then we'll be on the other lane anyway.
Phil begins his delivery. He kicks it, deals right on the head pin. Leaves 3 pins right and a pin left. Delivers. Gets 2. Not quite where he would probably want to put it. In our bowlers' averages today are Phil 115 and Bob 102. That's an 8 box. Still only down by 2 pins. Well, goes from being down 1 pin to 2 while facing a mark. Right on the head pin again. Gets a better leave than he did last time. Probably hit that downwood right on the right. Right where he gets it. And he got it. What a spare to match. Match Bob's, keeping himself in the game. At least in the string. Phil again kicks, delivers. Right back on the head pin. 8 pin drop. Leaving him down by 3. He got it. Ooh. Where you wanted to play the wood. That's 9 through 2 balls. And he just kissed that pin to get the 10 box. Down by 2. Very tightly contested. If he can get a mark here, he can definitely build a lead. Whoa! That's a first. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
That was new.
And if you guys didn't see that, the pin setter decided to come down perfectly during fall. Right on the head pin. Take. Wow.
Well, there you go. He makes this, it's done.
Wow. Right on the head pin. You would have thought it would have got more. Needs to ribbon it to get the spare. He ribbons it, gets a spare. Now, with that spare, he has one ball leading in the 9th box, so gets a good fill, definitely begin making progress on a lead. Right, just off the head pin to the left, hit the 2, took down what looks to be 6.
4 splits, my friend. That's fine. Well, it is 6 pins.
I believe, yeah, he did take 6, I believe. 100 through 9. Come on! Oh wow, what a bid. Sorry, the cat had my tongue as I held my breath in anticipation for that shot. And he almost hit it perfectly. And that... And after one string, we have Phil, 110, leading Bob by 8, 102. Here we go again for the second string. Right back at it. All right. Bob sets. He kicks, delivers right down Broadway. Wails on the head pin. Gets all but one to drop. Gotta pick that single pin. Should. Wow, missed it and got lucky. Rather be lucky than good sometimes.
There's another couple of 9 drops.
Patiently waits, begins his approach, throws the ball just off the head pin to the left. Took down 5 for 15 to start the string. He delivers again. Right on the head pin. Should have gotten better than that. It's where you want to hit the 4 horsemen. And that's a 9 box. Bob sets in his stance, begins his 3-step approach, wails the head pin. Come on, take at least one more, 2 more. Nope. Would not go for him. Quite unfortunate head pin split. My shot would be take the left of that wood, that orange pin wood, and try and shoot it all over. Ooh. Hit the wood and tried to flip it over. But now you're going for that 10 box, but that wood might be in the way. Bob is attempting for it. Gets the 9 box. just hit the very end of the wood and didn't go over like he probably wanted it to. With the swing of his arms and pick up of his feet, throws that ball right down in that 1-2 pocket. Come on, don't wobble. Wow, both those pins decided to take a wiggle. One stood up and fought. The other just fell over. What a head pin hit. And that's another spare. This will help him catch up in the pinfall. Back on the head pin. Strike on spare. That's the fill you always want.
So Phil defeated me here last year. I think it was 9-5 or 10-4.
Really?
In the ACST-B, his first year in the ACST.
Phil?
Yep.
Oh, good head pin hit. Just did not want to go.
He's a true legend. He's gotten the best of me almost every time we bowled. I beat him once at the King of the Hill, up at Putnam Street Lanes. Look at this ball. Oh, what a shot.
Wow.
He has connected on a lot of these wood end corner shots.
Honestly, that was one of those ones you'd never really think it's going to go because you missed it, and well, think it's going to go, but
well, he plays the ball off the wood as well. So on a couple of them, he's taking pins with the, like where
that's
the ball
another head
bounces.
pin. Spread eagle.
That's yeah, almost. We call that one a washout.
Oh, because
When you
it took
hit
that
the,
one pin.
Well, actually, that's not a washout because you hit that. You also hit the. How about this one?
Wow.
Got 5 on the fill.
5 on the fill, took out the 3 on the right side.
We both. My generous spare. Well, nice 9 drop, but you know.
Nope, that's an $8. It's always unfortunate when you feel like you have that corner pegged and your ball just decides to tail off a little bit more than you thought it was, and it ends up guttering. Never a good feeling.
But I think viewers at home should know about Phil is about the longevity. He had injuries when he was in his prime, in his 50s even. He had so many back problems. He was bowling on the the Channel 5 show, qualifying with a back brace. Good job on the right side of the wing. He had so many back injuries. He was seeing multiple specialists. Had a major surgery plan. He was going to have to take 6 months off, and they weren't even sure that he was going to be better after that. 8 in the third. Phil's thrown 3 head pins, 3 splits so far here in the second game. 33-31. He's facing a spare and a strike. But Phil decided not to do it because the physicians couldn't guarantee that he was going to return from it any better off. Nice, that's 4 head pins for Clough. He's made 1 spare. He's got a good look at the 5 and 8. Yep, see it. So we decided to go on an exercise regimen, and that exercise regimen is one that all bowlers.
That's a spare.
Beautiful spare. Bowlers are just about even. 53-51. Phil on a spare. This is the one he's facing a strike. At a 63 half, he's already at 41 in the balls before. But he lifts. He does 28-pound curls on a regular basis every week. I believe a few times a week, and hikes extensively. That has been his regimen. First head pin he's missed, Caleri leave. And I've taken that up because I've had some back issues, and I got to say the core strength that I get, I don't hike it enough. I don't do enough of the hiking, but just the curls. Look at this ball, right on,
just off that head
hair
pin.
left.
That's a spare ball right there.
He'll be open in the 5th, but so he's at 56 if he makes this one. Anyway, I thank Phil all the time for that advice he had about back health. You know, do a lot of people good.
Very wise man, so it seems. I definitely curls more than I do, so I might have to start taking him up on that. Bob is working on a strike in that fifth box. He would like two pretty good balls, or maybe one good ball, get a strike, and just off the head pin. Took 4 pins, and there's a piece of wood rolling around in there. Next ball is the big ball. That's... Ooh, should have been a spare. Normally that's exactly what you want when he picks up the 10 after a 72 half. He has 82 through 6. Good bowling. He kicks, delivers. Right back on the head pin. Wow. Kingpin 4 and 7. If he can maybe hit that wood pretty low, lower than the stripe, try and kick a pin over. Ooh, oh! I thought the wood was going to come by and take it from behind, but it did not. Bob delivers and gets the 10. Only missed 2 pins so far through the match. Very impressive bowling. I apologize. Delivers just off of the head pin on the left side. Pins shatter and a few more fall. Got 4 horsemen right side plus the 7 pin. I would like to thank all the employees and owners of Bogey Lanes here for letting us do the ASC, the Atlantic Candlepin singles tour at their bowling alley and being very, very nice to us. Bob kicks and he delivers. Ooh, too full on that 1 pin. Left 1 pin standing. 101 through 8. I would say 21 over par. Doing very good. Delivers. Punches out the half whister on the left side. Always fun to do that, especially when you think you hit the head pin. And there may be some miscalculations on the automatic scoreboard. Back on the head pin. Wow. That is a lovely split that I'm sure everyone loves to see. Bob's thinking about it. I don't know which side he's going. He got 2, but I don't think the 2 he was thinking he was going to get. Not the 2 that I thought he was going to get. I figured he'd have that 4 and 7 knocked out. But Candlepin has its own way of dealing with things. He delivers. Finally back on the head pin for another lovely split. He is 109 through 9. Hopefully maybe trying to take 3 one side, take 3 the other. Hope pins fly around. Just missed the object pin. Probably aiming for 3. He delivers, gets 1, leaves 7 standing for a 116 in the second string. Now Phil is up. He is down by 60 pins, but through the completed boxes, he is down 16. He has quite a ways to climb, but back on that head pin. Phil delivers, takes 1. He's probably trying to split those pins and see if it would go flying. And he gets an 8 box. $64 through 6, facing off against a 10 box and a 92. Back on the head pin, but gets a wash. But he was on the head pin. Just gets a poor split. Yeah. Phil on the knee, proposing the pins to try and do what he would like them to do. And that's an 8 box. A lot of missed opportunities here. He kicks, delivers. Back on the head pin. Another spread eagle. The math is correct.
The math is correct. Okay.
Yeah, I was watching it. No problem. Just off.
He's got 6 splits.
Yeah.
Only missed 1 head pin. Look at that 7.
Paul has been all over the head pin so far this string. Just nothing decided to fall for him. Phil kicks, delivers. A little bit off on his mechanics there. Just, yeah, hit it.
This one got put across the top.
Yeah, just got to hit that 1-3 pocket. Should go. Oh, whew.
The wind took the 5 pin. Otherwise the 5 pin.
That would have been not very nice. Hit the head pin just for the kingpin to stay standing.
The difference between those going when you hit the object and not. Usually you would. Or in millisects because they bounce off the sidewalls.
Back on the head pin. Wow.
All right, 89.
Wow.
Not done yet. He's going to catch me if he gets this.
That's another spare.
Went down the last ball.
He needs an 8 to tie, 9 to win. He delivers on the head pin. 6.
Wow.
After a triumphant effort, Phil ends up falling in the second string, 116 to 114 to Bob. do the match. Phil leads total 224 to 218. Leads the match by 6 pins. And I may have to off. Not nowhere where he wanted that first ball to be. With the swing of the arms and the kick of the feet. Bob throws it right down. Wow. Missed the head pin maybe by an inch or less. And that's an 8 box to start the string. Both bowlers are doing pretty well. Phil himself has had a lot of head pin hits, just not many marks to show for it. Off to the right again for Bob Lee.
Correction. Is that all you got there?
Bob would like to hit that head pin. Right back on it. Unfortunate. It's where you want it to go. You think the pins are going to slide down, take those 2 out, and maybe leave the 7 pin, but not how it went. Kicks, delivers. That's a nice 10 bucks. Can't get a mark. You always aim for the 10. There he is, back on the head pin. Takes all but one, all but the 9. If he aims for the end of the wood, it should be the shot he needs. Ooh, missed it. Hicks delivers for that 10 box. Just missed it. Bob takes his approach. Takes 1, 2, 3 steps. Delivers. Got a little air under the ball. Doesn't count. He lobbed. Hoping for a good second ball to try and make up for missing those 2 pins. Bob kicks, delivers down the lane. About the same spot, but a lot better result. Got the 1, 3, 7, and 10 remaining. 7 bucks. Bob has 34 through 4, 6 under par, hoping to sit on a ball here. He kicks, delivers right on the head pin. such a good ball for an all right result. Leaves him a spare leaf, but that wood behind that down wood, that front piece of wood, definitely might be a hindrance. And he got it. He took it. You didn't. That was good pickup on the spare.
That was a tough. Yeah, I had double wood or it wouldn't have got it. The double wood allowed it to bounce over.
I didn't know if the wood or not was going to be a detriment or a help for you.
I mean, I hit it on the tip, but there was a small chance that the ball could have done it with off the tip, but I don't think the ball did it. I think the pin came over off the double thing.
Yeah, and threw it over.
Phil continues to hit. It splits with the head pin and splits within the split. Oh no, almost.
Oh, yeah.
How about that comeback? He almost took game.
Yeah, just 2 pins off, and he hit the right spot.
He has been bowling for 80-some years. Nice 9 on that inning.
To quote the man himself, he said he's been bowling for 62 years.
Yeah, okay. He's 89, or has he turned 90 yet? He's 89.
I didn't get that.
He is 89 at least. He was 89 last season.
Okay, so he's 28. Got it.
He's 28.
Kicks, delivers.
And he's got that N again. Interesting, the wood is gonna, nope. I was thinking about coming and wrapping around.
That is such a lovely leave when you get it. Just parallel pins.
Yeah, 2 ways to play this one. See which one he chooses. Usually not the 7 pin. But you try to get something to bounce off of one of those back pins, either the 5 off the 8 pin, and then it rattles forward a little bit, or you hit the triangle and hope a splash comes out and hits the 5 pin.
That's a 9 box. Another 9 box, only missed 2 pins. They are tied through 2 frames and
facing a 9, 7, and spare.
Spare without a fill, yeah. Right on the head pin, punches through it for 7.
That's
Or
I think
7
that's 5.
standing.
He's got 7 standing, so it's
Yep. For it's 3.
yeah. Hit the 1, 5, right? 1, 5, and 8 back there.
5 and 8.
And the 9 stood up. We call it a spread eagle with talons. The talons are the 8 and the 9 pin.
Okay.
It's a little jargony, but if you explain it, it's okay.
It makes sense, yeah.
It's such a drag. So it fills at 26 after 3. 4 under. Bob is 6 under, but is working on a mark. So AJ, one of the ways that I've been keeping score on the Candlepin Bowling Network since we started doing ACST matches back in 2019 is keeping track of under and over. If you're how much you're over your box or under your box, because one of the bowlers has bowled 5 more strings than the other. So what you could say is I'm 6 under my box, but I got a ball. So 6 under my box plus a ball. Look at that shot, just missed it.
Off.
Poked out the head pin. And that way, if he's under, if he's 4 under, 5 under, you know. Or if I shot a 63, that's 13 over my box on the front half. So you know he needs to get 13 pins plus all 10s.
Yeah.
That way, instead of trying to go back, I know a lot of the announcers like to go back to the box. That in that case, that was a 9 and fills at 35. He leads 35-34. He faces my spare.
Yeah, he's up against the mark right here.
Yeah.
He would prefer his own mark. And you were technically shooting, what, 4?
Another spread eagle. That's
Wow.
3 splits on the 3rd string. He had 6 in the 6 splits
1,
in
2,
the
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
in the prior string, and before that I didn't count in the 1st string. You have your numbers?
First string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first string, 6 in the next string, and then you had 3, 7, 3, 4, and then you've gotten.
He's frustrated. He doesn't usually show it, but That is a tremendous number and the worst kind of splits. Those spread eagles are, the pro average on spread eagles like that is 8.2.
Really?
And only 20% of the time do they even end up in 10s. And you really only have, I mean, there's an 8.
Yeah.
You know, and Phil's hitting his object wherever he wants to.
Phil is 7 under par. Bob is working with a ball. Bob delivers, and a 7 fill. A 51 half for Bob Lee. And working on a spare leaf. Wow, great bid, just missed it. The pin didn't want to fly over for him. Oh, I gotta move this camera. That's a 9 box. Both bowlers kind of frustrated with the way they're bowling at the moment. But halfway through, pretty tightly contested match. Right on the head pin, really bad split. It is always disheartening to hit the head pin and get a split like this. Wow, another great bid for that spare, and that flying pin didn't want to hit it. Bob delivers, gets that 10. He is all evened up, 70 through 7. Swinging the arms. Bob begins his approach. Right on the head pin. Triangle left side at the 4, 7, and 8 pins. Bob is just testing to see where that wood is and how it's probably going to play if he hits it. Delivers. Looks good. Is good. That's a spare. 80 plus a ball through 8. Now looking towards the 9th box for another good, strong first ball. Hopefully leave a good spare. Or a good leave, I apologize. Right back on the head pin for a strike to fill that spare. It's always what you want. Heck of a ball. Nice 20 box in the frame, looking to build on it. Just off the head pin, kicks out that other pin, leaving 4 horsemen. Bob kicks, delivers on the head pin. Should have taken it. That was exactly what you wanted to do in that scenario, and it just decided not to go. And 9. 118. 118 for string 3 for Bob.
You chose 11 and 12 though.
Friendly banter being had between both bowlers. Phil is set up, throws that ball back, hits the head pin.
It is. It's another split.
Another split for Phil. Must be really unnerving. Oh. Thought he played that wood correctly. Just didn't want to go for him. That's an 8 or 9 box. He is 8 under par, but hasn't missed the head pin once this string. This goes to show that when the pins don't want to fall for you, it gets unfortunate. Right back on the head pin with a very nice fall. 8 drop. No split for Phil here. Just hit the pins, get the spare. What a shot. That's how you knock them down. Is that a radar gun?
Yes.
Bob pulling out some heat. Yep.
Oh, look at Phil going.
That's an 8 Phil. 25 mile an hour ball. I would say very good for someone of even my age. That is quite a fast ball. Here it is. Right on it.
Oh, he plays the wood salad.
Wow.
Third time he's connected on one of those wood in the corner shots.
Yeah.
That's big. Now we're even.
If he gets a 10, you guys are all nailed up. Right back on the head pin for a 9.
He's not going to miss the 7 pin, is he?
Holy
I've missed the 7 pin
shoot.
3 times. And the 10 pin once. What's the difference in the game so far, really? Here he is.
Oh, wow. Talk about a game of inches. Maybe even millimeters at that point. Rough the other way.
So, 109.98. And he needs a strike.
He needs a big box.
Oh, no, he can do it with this. He can do it with a spare and a strike.
Yep.
His strike either way.
Oh,
How about Phil with his 5th split? Go with 6 and 6.
yep.
The old
what a
rate
bit.
on Fair Lanes, the Channel 5 show, split rate was 40% on head pins for pros.
Really?
But
10 bucks.
this is much higher than 40%.
Yes, it is. String 3.
Point that out.
All right. I've been handing a radar gun. I should hopefully try and get Bob's speed. But string 3 ended. Bob winning by 10 pins, 118-108. Leading the match total pinfall by 4, 336 to 332. I'm going to try and get a radar gun. Only off by 4 pins going into the last frame. Sorry, the 4th string, not the last frame. Right on the head pin. 34 miles an hour on Bob's fastball. I repeat, 34.
You hit the pins and they don't fall down.
Nope.
I hit both of those like right side pins.
Just a See how it is? Oh, didn't go. He got 35 on that one. Left him with a nice 7-10 split. Everyone loves that. And he picks up a 9 bucks. Other than the second string, Bob has had a 9 to start the match, start the string. Stares down the orange pin, delivers off to the right, but drops 7. There's a sneaky pin hiding behind that 2. Bob stares it down, whips it at it, off to the right. Not happy about it. The attempt for the 10 bucks. Throws it down the lane. Gets 8. Bobbly kicks, throws it down. A lot of action on that missed head pin. On missing the head pin. Four pin, no, 3 pins remaining. He delivers, throws it down. There were 4 pins. Didn't quite get the balls to tumble. Delivers for that 10 bucks. Picks the pin for a 10. There was no split. Alright. Heck of a 10 bucks. Kicks, delivers off the head pin to the right. Still takes a decent chunk of 7 pins, leaving 3 of the horsemen standing on the right side. Just missed the object pin and the head pin. And yeah, just missed it. Would have went if he hit it. Liver's got to hit that head pin. Missed it just by a hair. Could have probably maybe slid a piece of paper in between there. Not much room. Sorry, Freudian slip. I thought he had the 10 pin. He missed it. Back on the head pin. Wow. Shattered those pins. And they just refused to go for him. That was quite the head pin hit. I don't know if it was an 8 drop or a 9. We'll find out if he makes contact here. Makes contact, it was an 8 drop. Still gets them all regardless. What a shot. You never really know with those stacked up pins like that. Those stacked pins are always 35. It's quite impressive.
Yep. 23 years. And his pin accuracy more than makes up for that. Or so far it's been, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets as many splits if he hits it a little harder. But I mean, the spread eagles are going to happen. But
he literally didn't miss the head pin.
Yeah, these lanes are insane. He didn't miss the head pin in the third box?
In the third string? No, not at all.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I was quite impressed. That breaks his streak, only taking out 3 pins. We shouldn't have said anything. Classic, it's what? Classic sportscaster?
How could that possibly work? You know, what's the cause and effect there?
It's called superstition. Doesn't need to be no cause and effect.
It's like half the things Paul Grant says about miss the second.
Miss the second ball, hit the third every single time. Oh, yeah.
All superstition.
I think it's fact. At this point.
No, every time, okay, in your head, every time a pro makes a spare, say, made the second, never will take a shot at the third.
You know,
Just
okay,
say it to you.
true.
See what gets said more often about a pro. And I'll assure you that it's 70% of the time you make the shot the first time. And 70% of the time, if you're a pro, if your rate is 70%, 70% of the time you miss the first time, you're going to miss the second time. If you're a terrible bowler, if you're like a C or D bowler, not terrible.
Oh, thanks.
If you're a very low average bowler, if you're hitting 35% of your objects, you're going to hit your spare 35% of the time and make it 35% on the second time.
Okay, yeah,
It's not
that.
going to be any more.
High-low jack.
It's just you're noticing phenomena that aren't there. I've measured it at league, and it's actually more common to miss the first time than to miss the second time. But that's because a lot of lower average bowlers are only aiming at one on their third shot. If it's a 9-drop, you're more likely to make it the first time. Because people who make 9-drops have better accuracy in general.
Yeah, because they're hitting the pocket and most likely getting that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But I'll finish the study before you. I'm quoting it now on the air, but I've done it with a few hundred cases, and I'll get you exact numbers later on.
When analysis and sports meet, you get Bob Lee.
There he is.
Right there.
26 through 3 for Phil.
Only down by a single pin.
Facing a 9 and a spare.
Plus a ball. Tightly contested match. I believe.
4 to 2 by 4 pins.
Yeah. You're only up by 4 pins, 4 to 2. You've taken 2 strings. Phil has taken 1.
Oh!
Wow. How does that not? That's when I just say Candlepin is being Candlepin.
Yeah. Not having a split stint for the first time in this half, it didn't help him. Nice catch, nice catch.
He has one more box.
See if you can keep this split streak alive, right?
Yeah. Well, he needs that mark. Keep up with you. Make it a really interesting match. Speaking of the devil,
Yeah, that's a 9-drop.
Kingpin.
No split there, but his chances here probably 75, maybe 80% with that would help him.
Yeah. You got it.
No doubt.
Wow.
There you go, Phil.
And we are tied through 5. 46 plus a ball for each bowler. Shaping up to be a heck of a string. There's only been 1 split, and it was Bob's first box. Quite the active alley so far here today. Bunch of the lanes being used. Bob delivers, gets some lucky break with the wood in the back there with some action going on. I may have to move my camera just to see if they get in the way. Wow, what a bit on that spare ball. Hit the object pin. And I believe that wood is dead. That is definitely not... I'd say that one's a little close. I don't know, he can probably try and play it if he'd like, but probably be frowned upon. Shoo, sends it down. Give Phil a round of applause for helping on out. Bob gets himself set. Goes to pitch, deliver. 10 bucks. Bob swinging his arm as he prepares, takes his target, and fires away. Right on the head pin. That's an obnoxious split. 5 drop. You have a tricky triangle on the right. I say you probably go off for these 2 pins on the side and try and shatter that front pin into that triangle. See what he does through the wickets. Never good. $7. Last 2 might have been questionable, but I don't know. It's up to bowler's discretion. There we go, right on the head pin. Take at least 1 more. 9 drop. He's been on. That's another 10 bucks. Oh, that's a spare. Whoops. I should have been a little more ecstatic for that shot. I kind of unfortunate. And here's the fill. Back on the head pin for the strike. She's done that a few times this match. Gotten the perfect fill on your spare ball. It's got 98 plus a ball. Well, 98 plus 2 balls. Sorry. Just clearing some wood out of the. Whoa! Yeah, they didn't hit anything. Wow, that was quite impressive. Do it again. Yep, 10th box. Filling a strike. He delivers back on the head pin. That wood came racing in and might be a hindrance. You never know. 4 pins remaining. What? How does... Wow. That's a 9 on the strike. Delivers 10 bucks. 117 for the 4th string for Bob. That was 10 bucks, yes. Only 2 real splits in that box. hit the head pin.
So let's hit.
Hit the head pin in every box, but 4 of them. There's a 10 fill that I might have miscalculated and don't know how to get away. Phil is filling a ball just off the head pin, gets a 7 drop. Puts him in a good position going forward. Oh, just missed it. Gets the picks the pin. That's a 10.
Big fill though.
7 fill, yep.
You got a 3-pin lead at the head. He's facing a strike on spare. And a 9.
Well, he's facing a 7 box now. They're coming up with striking a spare and 2 marks.
4 over. He needs to get to 17 over. One way to think about it. Now about a split. First one in the 4th box, right? 4th game.
Yep.
7th box. That's the shot. That's the shot.
Wow.
He hit it on the head and it didn't go.
Wobbled it too.
I had one like that. I had 2 like that. It didn't. The reception was poor.
Wow. Talk about the right spot, bad result.
Sending shortwave signals over there, and the message was not received. Phil, I was like, yeah, I hear you. Here's static. It's the 4-pin. Here's the static.
This pin's speaking to him. What a ball. Just off that head pin again.
Before he releases that ball, he releases it all the way in front of the 10-pin. If you watch his approach, he's kind of fairly straight ball. He's coming in way from the right, as far right.
There. Wow.
Is anybody in the game except, with the exception of maybe John Winchell, to throw from that far in the ring, or maybe Mike Erickson also throws from way over there.
There's actually a gentleman I bowled with. Nice 10. On a Monday night league. I don't know his last name, but his name is Paul. We're on the same age. And he bends it just the way that Phil does. His name is Paul, and he has like a 10-pin curve to it. I've watched him ride the gutter, and it is quite amazing to see.
The ball comes down.
And that,
Comes down in front of the 6-pin, but he's releasing it in front of the 10-pin.
And it
Gets
just-
it out.
yeah.
Always extended. Gets himself very low. Extremely, one of the lowest deliveries.
wow. Hit the object pin just for it to not want to work for him. That.
Those are both keys. Getting down low and getting the ball in front of him is our key to precision. Nice. He's open in the 9th. That's at 90. He needs 27 in this spot from the 10.
I thought he just had an 8 box.
Oh,
Because, yeah, he had a 7-10.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, back on the head pin.
Bill, you had an 8 in the 9th, I believe. We both remember it a little bit.
That's a spare. Nice ball. Bob takes
102. Official score 117-102. Does that match yours?
no. I could have sworn he just got more than he got 3 on that.
Did you get how many? I mean, your last fill wasn't a 1. Did you get one on that fill?
Yeah, no, he had 7 pins standing and it was a 3 box. That one I know for a fact.
Okay, good. That's why you gotta
Bob wins
set in
104.
104 is the official score.
Bob wins the fourth string, 117, 104. And the score so far is 6-2. Bob leading total pinfall by 17, entering the fifth and final string. Gets it right on the head pin. Slow tumble, but only a 9 drop. And we have a... That's definitely a 9. Misses. Not what he wanted. Definitely wanted to hit that square to get the spare. And as a lot of bowlers will say, it's always on that third ball. You throw the ball you wanted for the second one. Delivers. Back on the head pin. Crappy split again. We'll try to get the pins to fly over and take out the 5 pin to no avail. Another 10 bucks. Off the head pin, tried to body English it over. 4 drop. 1, 3, 7, 8, 6, and 10. Nope. Only 2. 1, 7, 6, 10 remaining. 6 spots. Not what he wanted. Four under par through 3 boxes. Takes focus, fires away at it. Nice low ball in the delivery. One more should have gone, but maybe that would help. Maybe it doesn't. Very emotional. Way to play that split. Played it perfectly. Woo! That was a heck of a shot. Just kiss that pin into the wood to send the flying over. Would like a nice fill here, maybe a head pin hit. He fires away, off to the right, takes out 6. Delivers. Wow! That is not right. And I was mistaken, it was a 5 fill. Delivers, get the 10, 8. Hit the object pin, but did not want to go. That was some good bowling.
I missed the 9 drop. That was the one ball I missed in the first 5 or so, and then Boise. You cannot make this. You don't get extra pins, and you get a lot fewer pins than you typically get on shots.
You're a bogey.
Yeah.
So what you're saying?
Look at that. I mean, that's great. But it's not. There's
Quarter
no
whister.
there. It's just they do a clicky thing. They don't bounce off the walls. They don't come sweeping around very much. The wood slows things down on the lanes heading out there. Quite a few things to it. I mean, I don't know. I think Phil chose it because it, for a veteran bowler like Phil, he's expecting me to get more frustrated than him. And he may be right, but he's frustrated himself.
He's
Playing over here on 11 and 12.
Yeah, well, I mean, for lack of better terms, he definitely has been shafted on a lot of those good head pin hits.
You don't want the luck to be such a factor, and it can be. There's a view. The luck can be if you're getting 50% of the time you're getting a non off a head pin, you're getting a split, and it's really not even sparable.
He got it. Wow.
That was unusual.
That's a 10.
Good. So.
Hey, it's always that third
20
ball.
and 19 after 2.
Wow.
I threw a 6 though, so.
Yeah, definitely some room
And
for
a
him to
spare 5.
storm back.
How about another split? I mean, you can.
Wow.
He only had 1 split in the 4th game, so he was at 12, 17, 18 splits. That is his 19th split. He's hit the head pin a lot, but I don't think he's hit it more than 4 times. So his split rate is well over 50%.
Actually, head pins 28 times.
28 times, and he's got 19 splits, so that's basically a 60-something percent split.
Wow, yeah.
Right?
I can't do the math like you can.
63% probably.
I can't do that math off the top of my head. That's 10.
That's pretty 10.
You never know when that wood is facing you. You never know if it's just gonna
2 10s and a 9.
leading you or needs to tie up a mark to really help out.
Yeah, 20 pins to catch me in the half. What's the match score right now?
It is 502 you to 465 Phil. But that's including your half.
502?
Yep.
I don't think that's right. Oh, including that.
Yeah, I don't have it.
No, it's
just
okay.
yeah.
That makes sense. I was like,
Yeah, you're doing really good. Over 500 going into your last 3. That's a 10.
I'm a 113 bowler in Millis, but a 108 bowler at Central Park, which is more like this. It should be like a 107, 108 bowler here. I only got, I think I only had about a 519 or a 514 or something like that in my first game against Jim Nestor.
Right on the head pin.
But I didn't bowl well. That was an off game. So the first 2. I do like bogey. It's just I'm not sure. Oh, that was the one. That was the one I was talking about. Where you try to rattle it, it went straight through. The pin went straight between the 5 and 9, and didn't hit either one of them. But that was the one chance you have of making that.
There's that 10 tied up.
49 the hard way.
Yeah, that's all.
49.
That is a lot of bowling. That is a lot of bowling for a 49. Only missing 1 pin. That just shows the skill that Phil has in being able to pick up those 10s when the spare doesn't really want to, the mark doesn't really want to go. On the head pin, triangle, 7 drop. goes. On the object pin. Should have been a spare. That. Wow. Wow is all I can really say. $9. Both bowlers are definitely showing a little bit of signs of frustration with how it's starting to go. There has been going for them on really solid head pins, minus that box. Head pin hits. A late release, and that's what you end up with. Ooh, just off the head pin. Bob Lee kicks and delivers. $9. 67 through 7, 3 under par. Off the head pin again to the left. Maybe a mechanical issue happening. Holding on to the ball, maybe hands are a little sticky. You never know what causes that issue. Well, back onto the head pin. Not actually, no, I lied. Just off the right on the head pin. And try to use the body English to sweep it around. Was unsuccessful. What a 10. 77 through 8. Still 3 under par. Bob kicks, delivers. Off the head pin. 6-pin drop. Not the ball he was looking for. Wow. Perfect spot on that head object pin, and it just did not go for him. $8. 85 through 9. Bob delivers. Off the head pin, 4 horsemen, and the 7 pin. Might have short-armed it, and off to the right. He fires away for his last ball for 10. 95 through the last string. This game is still within reach. We have Phil needs 46 pins in this last string to tie the string, 63 to take the string and total. And the comeback begins with a head pin hit. What a bid. He needs at least one mark. No open boxes. And he'll be in this game. Leading by 1 pin through 6 completed boxes. Quickly become a barn burner. He's on it. On the head pin.
Oh, that's the one.
That is hell of a ball.
Just needs to make up 14 pins. Right now. Need to spare and 14 fill balls.
Yeah. Definitely needs at least one mark. He got it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Played the wood wrong. The pressure is on. Needs 44 pins through 3. 27. Yeah. Oh, half Worcester left side. Come on. That not looking good. Great bid. Tied through 8 boxes, 77 each. Still needs that elusive mark. Might be a spare leave. That's the spare he needed.
Yep. Now he's 87 in a ball. Gonna win the game. He can get to 112 timing, I think, or 112 to keep it. Doesn't win by 17.
Yeah, and then
12 times 113.
yep. Ooh.
Now he needs to make this. He needs to win the game now.
Yes. Wow, that.
Now he needs pins. He needs,
Well, I need
3 pins. You got it.
8 bucks.
It's going to be
97.95.
10-4, I think.
Yes. It is
Brutal.
10-4.
Handwriting's on the wall. Time for me.
After 5 strings, Bob wins 548, 533. Final score 10-2. 10-4, I apologize. This was AJ Gagner. We will see you in the next match.